In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful. Dear students, hope you are all fine. Today I am sharing another video lecture with you, and the topic of this lecture is Principles and Techniques of Paragraph Writing. In this lecture, I will try to talk about paragraph. I will also discuss principles of paragraph structure. I will also talk about characteristics of fully developed paragraph. I will also discuss different techniques of paragraph writing. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to know about structure of paragraph. You will be able to know about characteristics of a fully developed paragraphs. You will also be able to know about different techniques of paragraph writing. First of all, I will talk about what is paragraph. A paragraph is a group of sentences with unity of purpose. It moves around one central idea. The central idea is usually stated in a topic sentence. All the other sentences in the paragraph contribute to the central idea. It means that they develop the central idea and make it strong. Now I will talk about principles of paragraph structure. Rules similar to those that apply to the structure of sentences apply to the structure of paragraphs. We shall have to consider in connection with the paragraph much the same principles as those we have already discussed in connection with the sentence, namely length of the paragraph, unity of the paragraph, the topic sentence, coherence of the paragraph, and emphasis. So now I will discuss all these principles one by one. So the first is length of paragraphs. No definite rule can be laid down about the length of paragraphs. Whether a paragraph will be long or short depends on the nature of the topic and what the writer wants to say about it. A paragraph may consist of one sentence only or of 20 or 30 sentences according to the requirements. The modern practice is to make the paragraph short but not too short, and it is advised that students should follow this practice. The distinctive merit of short paragraph is its clarity. There is no room for irrelevance and digression, and its meaning can be quickly grasped. On the other hand, if very short paragraphs are used, they produce a jerky and disconnected effect. Very long paragraphs, however, make heavy readings and put strain on the reader, so it is best to make paragraphs of moderate but varied length. The point is that they must not be arbitrarily made. The beginning of each paragraph should be a further step in the progress of the main theme. So this thing is important, that whenever you decide about the length of the paragraph, you need to be careful that it shouldn't be too long, it shouldn't be too short, it should be moderate, and it should be well explained. The second principle of paragraph structure is unity of the paragraph. Words make up a sentence, sentences make up a paragraph. A sentence cannot be called a good sentence if it does not contain one main thought. So also a paragraph cannot be called a good paragraph unless it has so constructed as to deal with one main topic or theme. This is what is meant by the unity of the paragraph. Every sentence in the paragraph must be closely connected with the one topic of the paragraph. All the sentences moved around the main idea. They must be relevant to it. They should not digress or deviate from the main idea. So this thing is important, that whenever you write a paragraph, your paragraph should revolve around one main idea, and this is the most important thing for writing a paragraph. The third important principle is the topical sentence. The topic, theme, or subject of a paragraph is generally distinctly expressed in one sentence of the paragraph. The sentence is called the topic or topical sentence because it contains the topic. The most important sentences of a paragraph are the first and the last, as the most emphatic positions in a sentence are the beginning and the end. Therefore, generally, the first sentence of a paragraph is topical sentence, but sometimes it is the last. There are paragraphs, however, which have no topical sentence. In such cases, the topic must be gathered from the general drift of paragraph. In the first sentence sets forth the topic, the last sentence forms fitting close. That is to say, the first sentence arouses the interest, whereas the last sentence satisfies it. Sometimes the topic sentence comes at the end of the sentence. The preceding sentences arouse the suspense of the reader. A topic sentence may also be found in the middle of the paragraph. Sometimes the central idea or theme of the paragraph is implied or suggested. So, topic sentence is the heart and soul of the paragraph, and the whole paragraph revolves around the topic sentence. You may find it in the first sentence, you may find it in the middle, or you may find it at the end. Another important principle of paragraph writing is coherence of the paragraph. Paragraph must be coherent. The thought in a paragraph to be coherent should be connected and developed in a logical order. That is to say, the paragraph should be so constructed that one sentence leads so naturally to the next. The mutual relation of all the sentences in the paragraph should be clearly seen. If the sentences which should naturally come together are separated, the result is incoherence and shows confusion of thought. The order of sentences will vary according to the topic discussed. It may be the order of time in relation of events or the order of cause and effect. So when you violate the principle of coherence, there may be violation of time. The sequence of time must be ordered. The writer should mention time in ascending or descending order. He may start writing from 2001 to 2020 and from 2020 to 2001. Order of time must be observed. There must be some sequence, like for example, whether write in ascending order or whether write in descending order. If you write like this, that 2020, 2001, then 2005, so it will destroy the coherence of the paragraph. The second is that must state cause and effect. He should first mention the cause and then its result. And third is that he should not yoke together similar things along with dissimilar things. So this is how what a writer can do, that he can bring coherence in the paragraph. The fifth important principle of paragraph writing is emphasis. The proper distribution of emphasis on which balance of a paragraph depends is closely connected with the logical development of thought. What is still more important is that the space devoted to each sentence should be in proportion to the importance of idea it expresses. Care should also be taken to emphasize the main idea. You should place it either at the beginning or at the end of the paragraph, preferably the beginning, as in the beginning it occupies a prominent position and readily is developed throughout the remainder of the paragraph. But sometimes, where a series of sentences designed to lead up gradually to climax, a more telling effect is gained by placing it at the end. Now the question is this, that how to bring emphasis. Emphasis can be secured in the following ways: by summarizing at the end the point of the paragraph, by confirming the statement made in the topical sentence, by making several consecutive sentences or illustrate the theme, by leading up to a climax. So these are different important principles of paragraph writing. So whenever you write a paragraph, you need to apply all these principles in order to write a well-knitted paragraph. Now I will talk about characteristics of a fully developed paragraph. A fully developed paragraph has three main correct qualities. It has unity, it has coherence, it moves around a central idea. A fully developed paragraph makes a satisfactory and smooth reading. It does not leave any question to the reader's mind. It is fully understood by the reader. It satisfies the mind of the reader. There are three ways to ensure that your paragraphs are fully developed. The first is supporting details of our developed paragraph. A fully developed paragraph has relevant details which lead to the central idea. The reader should know how you reject the conclusion of your paragraph. He should know what type of reasoning you have made in your paragraph. Your paragraph must answer the 5 W's. Does your paragraph answer the question of why, where, why, when, and how? The answer of 5 W's will make the details of paragraph quite relevant to the central idea. The second is right kind of details. You should give to your reader right kind of details. It is not necessary that you may have enough detail, but you must give right kind of detail. The facts and figures you quote in your paragraph must be correct and truthful. The kind of detail will also depend on the kind of topic you are going to write about. In the personal essay, you are required to write about your personal experiences. A paragraph on history demands that you should write the historical events faithfully and truthfully. An argumentative paragraph deals with logic and reason. You must put forth your arguments in a logical order. The third one is selection of right pattern of development. We can develop a paragraph keeping in view the pattern of our writing. We should try to know that why we are writing. If we are writing a story, we should adopt the narrative pattern. If we are supposed to write a thesis, our pattern of writing must be argumentative and analytical. In the same way, if we are going to write about story, our pattern must deal with the facts based on history. So these are different characteristics of a fully developed paragraph. So whenever you write a paragraph, you need to be watchful about it. Now I'll talk about different techniques for paragraph writing. We can write or develop a paragraph by adopting different techniques. However, few techniques given below are commonly used. The first is place. If the paragraph is related to the mention of some place, write it in the beginning. Treat it as a topic sentence. All the other sentences must be related to the topic sentence. Suppose we are talking about Pakistan, its history, its people, and its crops. We shall write it in this manner. Pakistan is known for its specific place history. All the other supporting sentences will refer to Pakistan. Now the question is this, that how supporting sentences are written. There are many ways in which we can develop and clarify a topic sentence. Supporting sentences can be written with the help of these four things. We can conclude them in the supporting sentences. They are as follows. The first, examples. The second, details. The third, anecdotes. The fourth, facts and statistics. For example, if I say that specific intent that explains an idea. Details. Add details of the topic sentence. Facts and figures. In order to make your paragraph realistic and argumentative, add facts and figures. These facts and figures must be realistic and correct. The second is time. Sometimes you have to write a paragraph related to time. Time can be indicated in ascending order or in descending order. In ascending order, suppose we write about a series of events that took place beginning from 1857 to 2018. We begin from 1857 and will take it to 2018. This is ascending order. This way of writing keeps the reader interested because he wants to know the nature of coming incidents. The other way of writing time is the descending order. In this way, writing you will start from 2018 and end it on 1857. Sometimes we write a paragraph writing the numerals as first, second, and third. For example, the first reason for attaining good marks in the examination, the second reason for attaining. This way of writing is called process. In this, we arrange the material of paragraph step by step. In order to show time clauses, we often use the following words: while, as, when, before, after, until, etc. And then cause and effect. If we have to develop a paragraph about some topic in which results of an evil are going to be traced, we should focus on its cause first. Suppose we want to study the nature of growing crimes in society, we should first of all discuss the causes which are responsible for crimes in society. We shall write as such: the first reason for the increase of crime in society is lack of education, enlarge it. The second reason for the increase of crime in society is poverty. Then similarities. In supporting sentences of a paragraph, we can quote similar examples happening in events. This will strengthen our argument. Last but not the least is differences. In a paragraph, we can compare and contrast a thing. In this way, we can highlight the different aspects of that thing. This can be done by constructing the qualities of different things. This will also strengthen the topic sentence. We can develop a paragraph very well if we strengthen the topic sentence by the use of techniques mentioned above. So these are different techniques for paragraph writing. So by keeping these techniques in mind, you can write a well-netted paragraph. Now I'll talk about different types of paragraphs. Paragraphs can be classified into many types. We may classify them according to their subject matter or according to their form. A paragraph dealing with a scientific subject may be called a scientific paragraph. A paragraph which describes something may be called a descriptive paragraph. There are four different types of paragraphs: descriptive, narrative, expository, argumentative, and reflective. Now I will discuss all these types one by one. The first type of paragraph is descriptive paragraph. In a descriptive paragraph, we describe some place, person, or thing which could be real or imaginary. Typical examples of such paragraphs are a character, sketch of people, description of an event, festival, or program. Now the question is this, that how to write descriptive paragraph. Dwell on the significant details of the paragraph like the surrounding, the weather, time. Use all five senses, namely sense of sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. Quotations are loved. One may add bits of reflection or mediation even. A good descriptive paragraph is full, systematic, and attractive. So now the question is that what do you mean by fullness in descriptive paragraph? In a descriptive paragraph, it is obtained by giving all important or essential details. It can be systematic if we chalk out a plan, what we are going to write. So this was all about descriptive paragraph, that whenever we describe something, whether that is place, that is person, that is thing, and we use all our five senses, and we also, you can say that, use quotations, this kind of paragraph is called descriptive paragraph. Then we have another type of paragraph, that is narrative paragraphs. In narrative paragraphs, we move from point to point, relating historical events or the story of man's life. The main thing to do is to start attractively, to keep moving on smoothly, and to come to logical close. A narrative paragraph can be about the life of a famous personality or about some event. It may deal with the journey, with an adventure of an imaginary action. A good narrative paragraph has the following qualities. It has a plot, it has a proper length, neither too short or not too lengthy. It has a descriptive element. It keeps on moving till it reaches the logical end. It has a personal interest. So these are different qualities of a narrative paragraph. So in narrative paragraph, this thing is important, that you need to move from point to point and you need to explain something in detail, and especially the historical event. Then the another kind of paragraph is expository paragraphs. An expository paragraph is one in which the writer is called upon to explain or expose something. It is concerned with facts and information. It does not deal with the thoughtful or meditative ideas. Now the question is this, that how to write expository paragraph. An expository paragraph is an orderly whole and it has to deal with facts. These facts are arranged logically and at time a conclusion is drawn from them. Suppose you have to write a paragraph on computer. First of all, you have to describe the invention and the mechanism of computer. Then you dwell on its advantages and disadvantages. At the end, you should describe the latest developments or improvement of computers. Now, there are different qualities of good expository paragraph. A good expository paragraph provides full details of topic under discussion. The second is the facts and figures are correct and truthful, and the third is the arrangement of facts is orderly. So this is all about expository paragraph, that it is connected with facts and information. The fourth type of paragraph is reflective paragraphs. Reflective paragraphs deals with our meditation and reflective thinking. They deal with literary, critical, poetic, and argumentative topics. Now the question is that how to write reflective paragraphs. One should think about the topic and what one has to write about. Or one should think of quotation one can use in the paragraph, or some order should be given to the reflective ideas and thoughts. A good reflective paragraph provides fresh thoughts to its readers. So these are different kinds of paragraphs: descriptive, narrative, expository, and reflective. And I hope that you have got the concept. Dear students, this lecture was about principles and techniques of paragraph writing. I hope you have got the concept. Thank you.